Okay, first I want to start with this arm here. This arm is for the 1997 BMW 581i. And the reason I'm putting this up is because all the videos I've seen on this video replacing this arm, it doesn't show you this piece. This piece here. It doesn't show it to you. So when you pull out your arm from your car and you replace and you put a new one in there, you're usually going to get an arm that has this part is not on it. This part's not on it, and it's just attached straight on to this thing here, like this. Obviously it's got a boot, a rubber boot around here and all that. So that's the only thing you get from the factory. You get a brand new control arm that is like this. But they don't tell you that when you bang this out from your car, when you bang it out off being like this and it comes out with this piece attached to it. And this piece goes in by pressure. Okay, right now it didn't go in by pressure. I had to put it on a vise. I'd cut the little round ball off, put it on a vise, holding it just on the edge of the seams of this thing, and then I banged it with a sledgehammer, a small metallic sledgehammer that weighs maybe about 10 pounds. So this came out with 2 blows, hard up. Now, if you don't know that this piece is going to come off the old control arm, and you put your new one back in there just with this piece, you're going to feel that car shaking like crazy, and you're going to think that something else is wrong with the car. That wasn't the control arm. But what you fail to see is that this piece is inside, and it's got to be removed and put on the new control arm so that it doesn't wiggle or waggle, however you want to call it. Anyway, so this piece has to be there. I tried every which way to get it out of this thing till I end up cutting it with my my little Dremel. I cut it with my Dremel. I did everything I could. I thought that because it had a Allen wrench hole right here, that this part was threaded. And I put my Allen wrench, I turned it every which way. I think I even broke the Allen wrench. So the only thing that gave me a hint that this Allen wrench hole was not for that was that another person on YouTube putting it on his car, he used an Allen wrench here to hold it so that the nut that goes right here, that this wouldn't spin and the nut could be tightened. So this is not for loosening this part, but holding it so that the nut can be tightened once you put this in the car. In the wheel, the bottom. So this piece is very critical that it doesn't get hit, smashed, bent, or anything like that. All those marks right there are from I think prior somebody banging it out or something. But in this case, I didn't have to hit anything other than a little scratch right here because I used a vice grip to hold it. Nothing else happened to it. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to buff it out. I'm going to buff out all those little nicks and scrapes on top here and maybe on the bottom here. And that's it. So this serves as a washer. This part here, the edge, serves as a washer. And then you have the nut. You have another washer up here, a big huge washer that goes on it, and then you put the nut on it. So I'm telling you, this is for the BMW 1997 581i. And so I looked in all the videos on YouTube to see if I could find something that would help me out to remove this, and I could not find any videos at all. So even though I'm not working on my car, I'm not showing it you know, to you as I'm working on the car. At least the part is out, and I can show you that this little gadget here was giving me so much problems. I had put the car together already, the wheel, and I drove it, and as soon as I went on the street, it was shaking worse than when this bushing was out, or rubber seal went out. So I came back, I took it off, I checked inside the part, I saw that the bottom of the brace that holds this arm, the hole in the bottom is this big, and when the when the screw goes, when the original screw goes up in here, the upper hole for the bracket is this small, just like this, where this only goes through. So you're not being able to see that this part is, I'll use the word triangular shape, but it's cylindrical at an angle. So I probably didn't have to cut the ball off, but my vise wouldn't have gone far enough in here to hold this while I was hitting it out like that. So anyway, this is an instructional video to show anybody that is having problems with their control arm and this part. So this control arm is very easy to remove. It only has one long bolt here. I think it's 18 millimeters on the nut and 16 millimeters on the head of the bolt. And the one over here, it's a 22 millimeter socket that goes on this nut here. 22 millimeters. So it's very simple to remove. Once you remove this nut off and loosen this or take off this, you just bang it with a slight bang with a hammer. It comes off, but you got to notice this piece. If you don't see this piece there, you're in good shape. But if this comes out together with the arm, then you got to bang it out. You got to use a vise. Put it in here. Don't even use the a puller. A puller is just gonna bend. Believe it or not, but the pressure here is so intense that my vise kept popping out, opening it. So we need to
Dad, where did you put your
do
phone?
that. All right, that's it. Thank you.